Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Blue Archive. In the last episode, we did the first parts of the new chapter, I think it was chapter 3 for the Makeup Work Club. We were trying to figure out who the assassin was, or not the assassin, the traitor. We found out it was Azusa, but there's some circumstances revolving around her. We're trying to prepare for the mock-up exam too, which everybody ended up passing, which is great, so we should all be good for the actual exam. Some other stuff went on, some pretty interesting stuff. I don't remember exactly what happened without having to go back and look myself, but things are getting interesting. Things are definitely getting interesting. I apologize in the last part that I did not end up capturing the whole screen. There's a little bit off to the left that I failed to capture, and I didn't notice that post-editing if you saw my little notes at the very beginning in the last part. But I made sure I was capturing the whole screen this time, so we are good. We're good. We're good. So, we got the second half of the chapter 3 we gotta do, so let's head on in.
Dun, dun.
Or excuse me, oh, it's chapter 2, excuse me. Not chapter 2. Not chapter 3. I thought it was chapter 3. My bad. My bad. Shadowy, the second exam, part 1. I think we did exactly what we set out to do today. Now we are all ready for the second exam tomorrow. We've been at boot camp for a week now, and I know we have what it takes to pass for flying colors. Fine. That's right. Of course. Couldn't agree more. And once we do, we'll officially graduate from the Makeup Work Club. Something tells me something's gonna happen, and they're not gonna pass. Because remember what what's her name said that she can fuck with the scores, the tests, or something. So I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. Let's not let all that studying go to waste. We're going to end our time together on a high note. I hadn't thought about it, but you're right. We'll have to go our separate ways once we all pass. Why are you getting so sentimental all of a sudden? We've had a lot of fun together. Are you sad to see the end, Azusa? No, all things will come to an end eventually. For every beginning, there is a conclusion. And she's not wrong. You don't have to make it sound so definite. It isn't as though any of us are truly going anywhere, even once the club dissolves. We'll still be Trinity students, so we can spend some time together whenever we want. Yeah, you can visit me at the Justice Task Force Club in room anytime. Well, she's come around. She was not interested in this club at all. Now look at her. Oh, it's not like we're living the end of a teen drama and never gonna see each other again. And we can worry about hanging out again after we pass our exams. Anyway, why don't we turn in early tonight so we're rested for tomorrow? Where's the exam going to be held anyway? At the Academy's main building? Oh, right, I haven't read the announcement yet. Let's see. I just need to check the Academy notice board on my phone and... Huh? What? Is something wrong? What's going on? Uh-oh, I knew something was going to happen. Let me see. Notice of changes made to the second Makeup Work Club evaluation exam. The scope of the exam will be roughly triple that of the first exam. What? Why? I knew it! They fucked with us. Additionally, the minimum score needed to receive a passing grade has been raised from 60 to... Wow! Holy shit! That's a massive jump. From 60 to 90? Even I've never scored that high before. What the heck is going on? It looks like this was posted late last night. Why would they make so many sudden changes the day before the exam? Because they even told us that she can. Only one person could have done this. This bitch. Most likely. Nagisa must have learned how well we did on a recent mock exam somehow. This is her sending a message. She's going to find grounds to expel us no matter the cost. Expel? What's this of being expelled? What are you talking about? Oh, jeez, you just let the cat out of the bag. Right, we can discuss that later, but there's still more to the notice they posted. It also says the test location and time have been moved. The new location is Shihana District, Zone 15-77. Abandoned building, first floor. Well, that's not a very good testing environment. Shihana District? Why are we taking the exam in Shihana? That can't be right. Why would a Trinity clip be sent there? And I can only assume we will be failed automatically if we don't comply. And we're going to be expelled if that happens? This is the first anyone's told me. Alright. We'll be expelled if we fail 3 exams? I won't let that happen. I'm sorry we didn't tell you the truth sooner. I never thought things would become this dire. But I will never be able to return to the Justice Task Force if I'm expelled. I'm so sorry, Koharu. Thank you for clarifying. I think we should get moving. Where? Why now? The exam time has been changed. It's taking place at 3 a.m. We'll have to leave now if we hope to make it in time. Holy shit, 3 a.m.? Good lord! Who has an exam that early in the morning? Fuck! It's at 3 in the morning? Really? There's no time to be shocked or angry. We can save it for after the exam. Complaining about the obstacles they place in our way won't accomplish anything. I still intend to fight until I can't fight anymore. Uh-oh. She's right. We can't simply give up. Think of it as another fun midnight stroll. I've never ventured all the way to the Shihana just to take an exam. Have you two lost your minds? This is getting way too weird. I mean, she's right. This is not sounding right at all. Let's depart immediately. Make sure to bring your weapons. Are we going there to fight? I thought we were going to take the exam. Shihana's district is known to be much more dangerous than Trinity's, and the prefect team undoubtedly has its hands busy preparing for the treaty. You've got to be kidding. Why has it come to this? Please give the order, Sensei. Alright, let's do this. Gear up! This is not right at all. We'll officially be in the heart of the Shihana district this past year. Not exactly the friendliest neighborhood I've ever been in. Oh, good. Speaking of which, looks like we have some fresh meat. I've never seen you around here before. What's the rush? Why are you in such a hurry? This is a little on the nose. We're on our way to take an exam. What are you talking about? What exam? I know how it sounds. You can't walk around our turf at night. Who do you think you are? Wait, is that a Trinity uniform? You mean that rich academy full of princesses? So we could kidnap them and hold them for ransom then? Now you're thinking. I was afraid something like this would happen. This is a waste of time. Think fast! Oh boy. Now we're getting to some action. Lord. What is happening here? I just wanted to take an exam. Exercise discipline, going shopping. Eh.
追加完了。
Fuck with the wrong people. Well, that was easy. Let's keep moving. Wait, don't leave me behind. Sorry about all this. We're just passing through. I mean, they did pick the fight. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, jeez. We finally made it. Where is everyone? I know it's the middle of the night, but it's like the city is completely deserted. Gunfire. There's a battle nearby. As curious as I am, we should stay focused. We need to reach the testing site. There's a checkpoint up ahead. Halts! Entry beyond this point is prohibited! There's a curfew in effect for the entire district. You should be going back to your dorms. Wait, don't those uniforms belong to Trinity? What are Trinity students doing in Gehenna district? Are you conspiring to launch an attack? Answer us! No, of course not. We're just passing through. Trinity girls don't just pass through Gehenna without a good reason. If you must know, we're here to take an exam. We don't want any trouble. Since when are Trinity exams held in Gehenna district? You expect us to believe that? I know how it sounds far-fetched, but it's the truth. Hold on. That girl's wearing a Justice Task Force uniform. We're under attack! The Justice Task Force is launching an invasion! Come on HQ, the enemy has made their move! What? It's not like that! It's useless. Let's just wipe them out. But won't that just make us look guilty? Why don't they just show them notice? Jeez. Ah! They got us. Azusa, why? That wasn't me. That grenade came from behind us. Who could it be? What's happened here? Oh god! They escaped. Sorry, late, Sensei. Good eye. So what brings you here? A Gourmet Research Society? Aren't those the ones we fought just a couple nights ago? You're right. They're the ones who attacked the aquarium. I have no idea what's going on anymore. So that's what you're up to. You just need to get to that testing site, right? It's an emergency. I can see that, but your timing is most unfortunate. In case you hadn't heard, there's a bit of a situation happening in the district right now. The Hot Springs Department caused an explosion in the middle of the city. It's a real clusterfudge. I like how they try to censor that. Change from clusterfuck to clusterfudge. The prefect team has its hands full cleaning up after them, giving us the perfect opportunity to slip out of our cell. And once you know it, the school lunch club president had just happened to agree to let us borrow the catering truck. Wasn't it nice of her? Or if you probably tied her up against her will. Yep. It even still has that new catering truck smell. How kind of her to let us borrow it. What a wonderful friend. So they do this to the presidents? She has no power in that club at all. It sounds like someone is tied up in the back of that truck. Oh, that's just Fuka's way of having fun. She's a rascal, that one. No one's better at playing hostage than her. Where the heck are you two? We managed to get away. Let's meet up already. Ah, the prefect team is still chasing us. Sorry, Junko. But there's been a change of plan. What? Why? We're going to play escort for Sensei and those Trinity students. There's a debt to repay. We can talk about the details later. Let's get a move on, people. Alright, you drive. I guess that's where that Baker's game would play. Thanks, I think? We're taking the catering truck? Buckle up, everyone, off we go! Oh, jeez. Two hours later. Lord. Well. How did it come to this? Stop shaking so much for me, I can't get a shot. What's happening here? It's not me, that's the ground shaking below us. Something exploded again. That trainer girl isn't half bad on a bike. Come on, try to keep up. Wait, that's the catering truck? I mean, that doesn't really look much like a truck. It looks like a Jeep. I'm trying. Expect another explosion in 8 seconds, Akari. Okie dokie. No sweat. Alright, no, just let me go already. Poor Fuka. Do you hear that? Even Fuka's cheering us on. Why don't we spice things up a little more? I like the way you think. Is that a forklift chasing us? And a bulldozer? Wow. Those are pretty fast forklifts and bulldozers, so they're able to keep up with this, with a bike and a quote-unquote catering truck. Why is the Chihana Hot Springs Department after us? The prefect team isn't far behind. This is Bravo Squad. Alpha Squad, please respond. Azusa? Please use the code names. Anyway, the operation was unsuccessful. We're surrounded. Huh? What did you say? The Hot Springs Department has the path forward blocked with a flamethrower, and that girl with twin tails and the prefect team is blocked in the rear. Hanako and I will try to escape on our own. We'll see you at the rendezvous point. Good luck. Don't just hang up. Zusa! We're only trying to take an exam, that's all. Why is this happening? It's all according to Nagisa's plan. Oh, this looks like a lovely place. Please let it be over. Is this it? Did we come to the right place? This does not look like the right place at all. This is very sketchy. Sensei, there you are. I'm glad you're okay too. Sorry we got separated. I feared the worst when the catering truck fell into the river. Aruna gave a thumbs up as we sank into the river. I hope she's okay. Wow. What about Zeus and Hanako? Don't worry, we're here too. And she's in her swimsuit. It's 2:45 a.m. and we made it with time to spare. After all that, I'm surprised you actually made it at all. Cool. I want to ask, but let's just move on. So this is the testing site? Yeah, first floor of an abandoned building in Chihana District, Zone 1577. How are we supposed to take an exam in a place like this? And who's going to administer it? I don't sense anyone else anyone else here. They must have left something for us. Here, take a look at this. What do we have here? An artillery shell. Inactive, I would hope. It's the warhead of an L-118. Towed artillery, typically used for demonstration and propaganda. The detonator has been removed. The L-118 belongs to the Tea Party, which means this was sent by Nagisa. Nagisa, how you want to say her name. Yes, there must be something inside. I'll open it. Oh god. There's paper inside. Those must be our exams. Still intact as well. There's also a small portable communicator here. So, you managed to arrive one piece. Not Nagisa! What an ass. That voice belongs to the girl you've been talking about? This isn't over, Nagisa. My, I can hear such resentment in your voices. Just kidding. This is a recording, so shouting at me will get you nowhere. You have until the deadline to complete your exams, and then you can return. Don't forget, I'll have my eye on you in the meantime. Best of luck, Micah Work Club. Do be careful. What was that last comment supposed to mean? We don't have much time. Let's begin. You're right, the second evaluation exam officially starts now! Understood. Right, this can't go right at all. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Is this the place? It's the right address. Should be somewhere around here. I don't know who it was, but I'm glad someone tipped us off about there being an underground hot springs here. Back up. Time to blow this place sky high. It's developing time. Uh-oh. Our exam papers! They're gone, without a trace. Sensei, are you still with us? I think I'm fine. So this was her insurance policy. She really will stop at nothing. God, she's an asshole. You know, I think I was liking her at first, but now I'm not. What a bitch. What a bitch. Later that same day. I can't take this anymore. What are we supposed to do? The whole reason we're here is to avoid being expelled. And if we don't put our heads together and figure something out, then we'll be expelled by this time next week. I think this needs something more than a cliche like put our heads together to solve. What if we thought outside the box instead? Like, let's put our bodies together. How would that sound? I don't know how that would work. Get your mind out of the gutter, you perv, or I'll blow it off your shoulders. I'm not sure what you're imagining just now, but I always demonstrate it for you instead. Why don't you come a little closer? Hey! Personal space! Stranger danger! Here I come! No, let me go! Save me, Sensei, save me! I'm sorry, just let me go already. This isn't how I want my first time to be. Fascinating. I've never seen such effective CQC techniques. I'll remember this for later. However, I would suggest targeting and snapping her key joints first. You made too many unnecessary moves with your hands. Sensei, about Nagisa. I'll do what I can. Thank you. We're all going to be expelled at this rate. I went to arrange a meeting with Nagisa after that, but couldn't track down where she was. Figures. I tried contacting Mika, but even her whereabouts were unknown. Home sweet home again. We thought our time here had come to an end, yet here we still are. Life can be very unpredictable. Stop being so wishy-washy. We need to come up with a plan. A top-ranking Tea Party official is gunning for us in case we forgot. We're screwed at this rate. Our third and final exam is in a week, so we still have one last chance. Yes, but we know how far she's willing to stoop to prevent us from taking it. Our odds aren't looking good. I still can't believe she had the testing site destroyed. Why is this happening in the first place? What made her so hell-bent on to expel us? I'm supposed to believe someone here is gonna betray Trinity? That doesn't make any sense. I'll never be able to return to the Justice Task Force at this rate. Koharu. It's my fault. I'm the one who provoked Nagisa. You were sticking up for us. There's nothing you need to apologize for. I wouldn't have been as nice to that witch if I were in your shoes. That's true, I wouldn't be either. She's a bitch. Let's not forget we're going to have to raise our scores to nearly perfect within a week. That's on top of any other underhanded tricks she might try to pull to stop us. We'll have to be careful. It's hopeless. I worked so hard just to score a 61. How am I supposed to get my grade even higher? I worked as hard as I can already. I'm too dumb for this stuff. I can't. Koharu, don't be so hard on yourself. I think we should get some rest for now. There must be something we can do. I'm sure of it. Sensei and I will try to think of something. You need to rest just as much as everyone else. You've been pushing yourself harder than any of us. I know, but I'm the president. I'll help think of a solution too. I can handle it even while helping Koharu study. Like you said, we should all get some rest for now, though. I guess so. Let's head to bed. Okay. Good night, everyone. Oh boy. Man, it's been a rough day for everybody. Oh, jeez. I knew it wasn't gonna be that easy. Uh-oh. Make a work club continue to study hard every day in preparation for the third exam. Now they're getting there. I'll go past the flying colors. All right. They all passed. Oh, shit. Unfortunate. Oh boy. Tomorrow's the big day. That it is. They aren't going to change the time and place again at the last second, are they? Wouldn't surprise me if they do. I've checked and nothing's changed as of yet. It's still the same time and place, but we have to score a 90 or higher too. Trinity Building 19, Classroom 32. It's on the outskirts of the district, but not unreasonably far away. The exam begins at 9 AM, exactly as scheduled. The only strange thing I've noticed this week is how quiet the main campus has been. I haven't seen any students around at all. I'm going to keep an eye on the notice board just in case. But you need to get a good night's sleep just like the rest of us. I'll be fine. That's the least I can do for everyone. That's not true at all. You've helped us immensely this week. The rest of us were only able to raise our scores as high as we did because of your tutoring. You give me too much credit. It was you three who put in all the hard work. You were burning the candle at both ends every single night to study. I think you all should be proud. Scoring a 90 or higher on any test can be hard, but maybe, just maybe, if all the questions seem familiar, then... That's just wishful thinking. I'm gonna cram all night this time. They can't fail me if I score 100 points. Just watch. That's true, Koharu, but I really think you should rest tonight. We all know how hard you've been working. Don't let it go to waste by being too tired to focus tomorrow. True, your body needs to be just as prepared as your mind. That goes for you too, Azusa. I know. I'll be well rested. For tonight, at least. It all comes down to tomorrow. No, let's leave it at that. I promise to pass tomorrow. Me too. I'm not going down like this. It's strange. I was feeling kind of down about our chances, but you two are right. I should feel more optimistic. You should. Everyone's done the best they can. The situation is dire, but have faith in yourselves. Yes, Sensei. Right. Yes. Oh boy. Something's on Azusa's mind, though. "12 hours until the exam." The fated day has changed, Azusa. It has. Tomorrow morning. Wait for the orders at the agreed point. Hold on, sorry. Tomorrow I'm supposed to be... Is there a problem? Preparations are incomplete. Changing to an earlier date poses an immense risk. The decision is final. Trust your training and be ready, Azusa. Who's this? The course of history will change tomorrow, for both Arius and Trinity. Don't lose sight of your mission. You are to destroy the halo of the Tea Party's leader, Kirifuji Nagisa. Nothing else matters. Shit. I know you can handle yourself, just as you did with Seiya. Understood. I won't object to any further. I should prepare for tomorrow's mission. Azusa? Never forget. Vanitas Vanadium. Everything is in vain. Of course. All efforts, achievements, and even failures are meaningless in the end. I've never lost sight of that, not even once. Oh boy. Who's this bitch? Hi, Sensei. I thought you might still be awake. Having trouble sleeping too? Yes, I just can't manage to fall asleep. Don't forget about me, Hanako. What are they all doing in here? Shouldn't you be asleep, Koharu? Look who's talking! Tomorrow's exam day for all of us. She's got us there. Azusa ran off somewhere with the looks of it too. I can get why she'd be anxious, but... Actually, I went out too. I met with some of my contacts from the Sisterhood. There were a few things I was trying to figure out. It's about the building where we were scheduled to have our exam. Don't tell me they changed the location again! No, it's not that. I was told the entire Justice Task Force has been dispatched to defend the building. All of them? The Tea Party told them the building houses sensitive documents relating to the Eden Treaty and to protect it at any cost. The entire campus is under martial law. That explains why things have been so quiet. You can't be serious. Nothing like this has ever happened before. No one is being allowed to enter or leave campus until Eden Treaty has been signed. Then how are we supposed to take our exam tomorrow? We'll essentially have to fight the entire Justice Task Force if we want to take the exam. No. That can't be right. We should try contacting Hasumi. I don't think that will do any good. Hasumi and the others were likely kept in the dark about their Aura's real purpose. She would be disobeying orders if she helped us. Hasumi would be expelled from the Justice Task Force at the very least. Nagisa is not going to relent. She'll do everything in her power to have the Make It Work Club expelled. Is all of this really necessary? Why is she so paranoid? It's because of me. Azusa, where have you been? There's something I have to tell you all. Azusa? Are you sick or something? You look so pale. And you're shaking. There's something I've been hiding from you. But I can't hide it any longer. I'm the one Nagisa is looking for. I'm Trinity's traitor. Huh? What are you talking about? I originally attended the Arius satellite school. I was able to infiltrate Trinity because my documents were forged. Arius? Infiltrated? Wait, what's Arius? The Arius satellite school was the faction that opposed the Trinity Alliance when it formed many years ago. A lot of complications arose from that, and Arius has been hiding ever since, as I understand it. That's correct. I had never once left that Arius district in my life until I began this mission. I infiltrated Trinity at Arius' behest. My mission is to destroy Nagisa's halo. What? That means your mission is to kill her? Correct. Arius is determined to eliminate the Tea Party at all costs. Arius convinced Mika to place me at Trinity under the guise of reconciling relations between our two academies. They must have targeted her because of her inexperience and naivete. Mika isn't nearly as politically adept as Nagisa. They may have even planned to pin the blame on her after all the deed was done. I've heard Arius and Trinity were mortal enemies, but I never could have imagined about something like this being plotted in this day and age. Why tell us any of this? What's it got to do with us? I get a lot that's going on behind the scenes between Trinity and Arius, but what's it have to do with our club? Arius students will advance on Trinity tomorrow morning with their sights set on Nagisa. And I'm going to protect her. You're going to protect Nagisa? But tomorrow is... I know, but there's no other choice. I must stop them. The campus is under martial law, but Nagisa has the entire Justice Task Force stationed at the building where we're supposed to have our exam. The main building will be practically defenseless. There's never been a better time for an attack. That's why Arius is striking now. Hanako. Wait, something still doesn't make sense. You said your mission was to assassinate Nagisa. Why do you suddenly want to protect her? That's because that's the real reason you enrolled at Trinity, isn't it? You took on the mission to assassinate Nagisa because your real objective was to protect her from the very beginning. You're a double agent, aren't you? You've been telling Arius what they want to hear, but in secret you've been preparing to betray them. Oh. So, why protect Nagisa? Whose orders are you following? No one's. This is my own decision. The Eden Treaty will fall through without Nagisa. If that happens, Kavotos will only plunge further into chaos. And more academies could suffer the same fate Arius has. Are you saying you're doing this for the sake of peace? You're being naive. What you're attempting is as foolish as the treaty itself, Azusa. You're a liar and a traitor. You hid your identity from Trinity and your true intentions from Arius. You've lied to everyone around you and deceived them into thinking you're someone you're not. Isn't that right? Hanako. I told you before. I knew a day would come where I betray everything I've known. My friends, my faith, and my heart. Oh, Azusa, why? As I said, I'm the traitor Nagisa has been searching for. I put the Makeup Work Club in grave danger. I'm sorry. I understand if you despise me. Welcome it, even. Everything that's happened is my fault. That's not true, Azusa. Sensei? We're in this crisis because Nagisa doesn't trust anyone. I mean, that's also true. If Nagisa had trusted the four of you, if she had trusted Mika, none of this would have happened. This is where being untrusting led us. Yes, I know, Sensei. I'm actually very aware of that. I also know it's nearly impossible to change someone as jaded as Nagisa. She has no faith in anyone but herself. Yet the same can't be said about our little Azusa. She trusted us with the truth and apologized. She didn't even make excuses or become defensive when I pushed her buttons. Sorry I did that, but I couldn't help tease you when I saw your adorable innocent expression. It was tugging at my heartstrings a little too tightly. It's strange. Our makeup work club has become the center stage of everything happening, and there's a great big spotlight exposing all our dirty little secrets. Normally, you wouldn't expect a spot like Azusa to remain in the spotlight for very long. You could have disappeared without a trace weeks ago if you truly wanted to. And yet, you didn't. And I think I know why. It was because you were having so much fun. You enjoyed us studying together, eating together, even doing the laundry and cleaning together. You had fun every single time. You didn't want the fun times to get an end. You reveled in us all working together toward the same goal. You've had fun learning beside your clubmates and sensei. Isn't that right, Azusa? Well, Yes, you're right. I can't think of any other explanation. I enjoyed learning new things about each of you and sharing our lives. And I didn't want that to change. There's still so much more I want to learn and places we can go together. Like the beach, festivals, and theme parks. Azusa. I understand. I understand. I knew someone who felt the same way. She was so talented and adept, everyone couldn't help but adore and praise the things she did. Splendid job, Urawa. That was it. Urawa? Yeah, I think that's how it is. That was a complex problem. What's this? We could really use your support, Urawa. I'm just gonna call you Ura. Make it easier. Why not join us, Ura? We're the only ones who can keep the tea party in check. Be ready, Hanako. There will almost certainly be an open seat for you at the tea party next year. Oh wait, is that Hanako actually? There's some other guys. This isn't me. All I want to do is... She found Trinity Academy to be a place replete with deception, prejudice, and hypocrisy. It was somewhere she couldn't open herself up to anyone and be her true self. It's Seiya. Aren't you lonely? That was Hanako. Yeah, that was her. Everything felt so meaningless to her, so she tried her best to drop out of the academy. For her, it was like breaking out of prison. You're a much different girl than she was, Azusa. Perhaps better, even. Come to think of it, you completing this mission would mean the end of your academy life, wouldn't it? You enrolled under the false pretenses and planned to betray the place you originally came from. You'll have nowhere to go. You don't know where to return to once this is over. That hadn't even dawned on me. You knew that was inevitable, yet you still worked your heart out while in the makeup work club. That other girl tanked her exams on purpose so she could run away while you dedicated yourself to the fullest. Why? Why? Why try so hard? You said it yourself. Vanitas vanadium. Vanity of vanities? Everything is in vain? There is undoubtedly some truth in those words. And yet, that's not all you said. There was something else you added at the end. Yes, even if everything is in vain, there's no reason we shouldn't give life our all. But you shouldn't allow yourself to be bullied. Even if everything is meaningless, you should never give up. It was then that the girl I spoke of realized something. She realized how much fun academy life can truly be. Cleaning the swimming pool in her underwear, going out for a midnight stroll in nothing but a swimsuit, having a symposium with her friends as they wore absolutely nothing at all. It was so much fun. That's not how I recall most of those. It was a swimsuit symposium. We were wearing our swimsuits. So you did clean the pool in your panties. You admit it. It turns out that the girl isn't so different from you after all, Azusa. So even if everything is in vain, I don't think we should give up just yet. Hanako, didn't you say you wanted to learn more? Discover more? That there was so much more we wanted to experience? Like visiting the beach or staring out all night? Why give up on those dreams now? There's no reason to. Nothing has changed. Your mission is now our mission. We'll protect Kirifuji Nagisa from Arius' attack. And then we're going to take our exam and pass. That witch won't have any complaints when we do that. We'll pass, even with all the ridiculous conditions she's placed on us. It doesn't matter how many soldiers she places in front of that testing site or how many subjects the exam covers. We're each gonna score a 90 or higher. Because what other choice do we have? But how? It should be physically impossible. Arius' attack coincides with the start of the exam. Could we maybe ask us for help? No. It won't be enough to help us pass our exam. If we're going to do this, we'll need to get one step ahead. Up until now, we've been playing right into our opponent's hands. This time, we're going to devise something of our own. We already have all the talent we need in this very room. A member of the Justice Task Force, a guerrilla warfare expert, a seemingly average student favored by the Tea Party, and me, someone who knows everything there is to know about Trinity. Favored? And to top it off, we have Ghost Sensei, the ever-capable leader of Shale. I suppose, yeah. With a lineup like this, we could overthrow Trinity in half a day. I mean, we did kind of destroy, well, we didn't really destroy a whole company, but we did kind of destroy a whole battalion with the Foreclosure Task Force on our own. What? Who said anything about doing that? Relax, I know the plan is to take the third exam and avoid failing. I'll devise a plan. All you have to do is follow instruction and give your all. Now, let's show them what we're made of. Let's go? I like the question at the end. Lighting the fuse. Squad 4 confirming arrival. Conditions as expected. No additional security spotted. Units 5, 6, and 7 are all on standby. Target's location confirmed. Operation will proceed as scheduled. Move out. Uh-oh. No, I've had my fill of tea. Huh? Having trouble sleeping? Huh? You must be anxious. Understandable since you had the entire Justice Task Force deployed away from here. Urawa Hanako? What are you doing here? Are you asking how I knew you'd be at this particular safe house? That's because I know the rotation order of all 87 panic rooms used by the Tea Party. I also know about the measures that follow just outside of the regulations too. Like how you like to hide in this very secret penthouse of yours when you're especially nervous. What is the meaning of this? Don't move. By the way, we've already met your minimal security detail on the way here. They're going to be indisposed for a little while. Both Urawa, Hanako Shirasu. Couldn't be. To think there wasn't just one traitor, but two. No, not quite. Besides, Zeus and I are just the meeting party. Someone else here is calling the shots. Who? I demand to know who it is. Answer my question first. Did you truly need to go this far, Nagisa? I'm referring to how you've handled our club. I understand why you would be so concerned, but did you really need to be involved Shale and its authority as well? Well, I can even see why you would find Azusa and myself to be so suspicious, but why cast down someone like Hifumi too? Why involve an innocent bystander like Kuharu? Especially Hifumi. She said she thought you were her friend. How could you be so cruel? Did you ever consider how much it would have hurt her? I recognize why what put Hifumi through wasn't right, even if I had the greater good in mind. Part of me hoped we could still be friends when all this was over, but I have no regrets. Then I should deliver a message to you from our commander. She says it was a funny fantasy thinking we were really friends. What? Then the one leading you is... Target secured. She was hit by a 5.55mm round point blank, so she should be out for at least another hour. Excellent work, Azusa. Would you mind playing decoy from here on like we planned? Understood. This should allow a false intel to reach Trinity's true traitor. RS will have no choice but to hasten their attack if your theory is correct. That's right. There are some questions still to be answered, but I'm convinced that there really is a traitor at the very least. By the way, what? Was the last thing you said really necessary? Oh, that was just my little way of repaying Heath for me. Nagisa had that one coming. Besides, I'm sure that little misunderstanding will be cleared up sooner or later. Never mind that. Can you tell me how many soldiers Arias will be sending? Will you be able to hold them off by yourself? I don't know the exact number, but I've been preparing for this. I set traps and dug trenches around the academy every night. I'll lure them there and use the terrain to my advantage to buy time. I'll meet you at the rendezvous point. Alright, see you soon. Panic room clear! Target not found. Someone else has been here. The intel was credible. Search the perimeter. Make sure not to be seen. Where is the spy we were supposed to make contact with? We need an update. This is Unit 4. It's an ambush. What? Our contact. We've been had. Ah! What's happening? The spy betrayed us? Yes, I have. Your target has been intercepted. Why? Why would you do something like this? Because I have an exam to take in a few hours. Huh? Also, the Justice Task Force has been informed of this situation. If you're going to retreat, I'll suggest you do it now. What are we going to do? Should we retreat? No, she's bluffing. According to the intel we received, the Justice Task Force won't be going anywhere. It's psychological warfare. She wants us to retreat. Chase after her. Yes! Confirm that she took the target and entered this building. This must be where Shirasu Azusa has built her stronghold. Only 2 entrances lead inside. One is barricaded. She's left only one entrance. A likely trap. Destroy the barricade and enter through the other. That will give away our position. Are you sure this is what you want to do? Yes, I was just informed by squad that reinforcements are on their way. We can no longer consider this an assassination mission. We're at war with Trinity. We must retrieve the target. Prepare yourselves! Ooh. Charge! This is expected. Trap? Don't falter. You can just make it outside. We'll easily outnumber her. Another trap! Huh. Claymore lines. Please. That bag was an IED. Your insubordination ends here, Shirasu Azusa. Wow, you took out so many of them, Azusa. True. You're trapped. Now tell me where the target is. Hidden within the building. We have reinforcements on the way. You'll be surrounded. There's no escape. Just how many reinforcements? More than you can handle. And what about squad? Unrequired. On another mission. That simplifies things. Where do you think you're going? There's nothing but a gym there. I told you, escape is impossible. Her traps have been disarmed. Chase after her. Now I see. Set up an ambush, were you? And this is your choice, a battlefield? How long can you hold out with just 4 of you? This will be your tomb. You're correct, there's nowhere to escape. For you. It's time for the finishing touches. I've been waiting for this. Welcome to a tactical command class led by someone none other than Shell's advisor and the Makeup Work Club's homeroom teacher, Sensei. Commencing the elimination of targets. Let's go! We can destroy them. I got no tank too, so that's a problem. You should be fine. Right? They're all dead. Way of the world. All enemy units incapacitated. Since these commands really are something else. Wow. I mean, you should know this. Well, that's one crisis averted at least. Alright, so reinforcements will arrive soon. Our objective is to buy time until then. We need to hold on to the Justice Task Force intervenes, or everything we've done will go to waste. I've already contacted Hasumi. She should respond soon. Good job. The Justice Task Force are still under the Tea Party's direct command, so this is the only way to get them to move on from their post. Hasumi should have noticed that Nagisa has gone missing by now. By contacting Hasumi should speed things along. It's only a matter of time before the Justice Task Force confirms the situation. Now to set the arrival time. Huh? Reinforcements. That was quick. They're here already? How? This is more like an army than a reinforcement unit. Half the satellite school's roster must be here. They've sent this many forces into Trinity territory. And still no sign of just a task force. Of course there isn't. You! Oh! You've been surrounded by the armed force that will replace them as Trinity's official army. Mika? Always never trust the innocent. So good to see you again, Sensei. As I was saying, the Justice Task Force won't be moving from their posts. My orders. You noticed, didn't you? Just how empty campus was this morning? I've removed every obstacle in my way, given stand-down orders to anyone and everyone under the Tea Party's command. I wouldn't want anyone to interfere with our Asao Nagi. Masono Mika of the Tea Party. That's me, and here I am making my grand appearance as the mastermind behind everything. You can consider me to be Trinity's true traitor. Never trust the innocent. Won't you tell me where you hid Nagi? I don't have much time. Or we can always eliminate all of you and search this place top to bottom the hard way. Why, Mika? Why? You wanna know why I'm doing this, Sensei? Because I hate Gehenna. I sincerely loathe Gehenna Academy from the depths of my heart. Then was your real objective to stop the Eden Tree from being signed? That's why you're targeting Nagisa? Who are you again? Sorry, I've always been awful with remembering faces. Wait, I remember now. You're Urawa Hanako, right? The one who was kicked out of the chapel for attending in a swimsuit. Well, to answer your question, that's correct. I mean, Nagi's Eden Tree idea was completely ridiculous. Ludicrous. A peace tree with those wretches? Just the thought of coexisting with them makes my skin crawl. And how long would that last? How many years? Weeks? No. Days until we end up with a knife in our back. I simply can't allow something like that to happen. For being such a paranoid girl, Nagi really is too naive. She isn't a fairy tale. This isn't a fairy tale. There's no happily ever after waiting beyond her treaty. It's about time she came to grips with its reality around us. So hand her over. I promise not to kill her. She may have to spend the rest of her school life in confinement, but it won't be so bad. So, the Eden Tree was a peace tree after all. Oh, that. Yes, I'm sorry for deceiving you, Sensei. That little conversation we had wasn't entirely truthful. Someone as ignorant and naive as Nagi would never think to use the Eden Tree to create a military alliance under her control. But not everything was a lie, Sensei. I was telling the truth about reconciling with Arius. See? They make rather loyal comrades for someone wanting to wage war against Gehenna. As I told you, Arius was once one of us, an academy that would have otherwise joined the Trinity Union. Of course, they hate Gehenna. They always have. Theirs is an academy held together by animosity. That's why I extended an olive branch to them. I offered them the opportunity to stop a villain aiming to welcome Gehenna with open arms. I said that if the current host, Kirifuji Nagisa, has the Justice Task Force by her side now, then the next host, Misono Miko, will have Arius besides hers. What an offer, don't you think? Talk about making peace. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as the saying goes. That's why I've been secretly supporting Arius. You've been using Arius to stage a coup d'etat from the very beginning. I suppose you could refer to it as that. Nagi will be overthrown, now will become the host of the tea party, yes? You have my gratitude, Azusa. We may as well be strangers, yet you're so special to me. I owe you Well, that makes no sense. I owe you such a great debt. Wow, there's a lot of errors in this. For taking the fall as the assailant who attacked Nagi. You'll be the scapegoat. We need someone to take responsibility, because otherwise, how will the public rest until the perpetrator is brought to justice? I know it's a little unimaginative, but that can't really be helped. This is just the way the world works sometimes. You really did surprise me, though. I thought all of my plan was going to be thwarted when I first heard Nagi had been attacked. You forced my hand, and I had to come handle this personally. I wasn't expecting such a bold move from the Makeup Work Club. Well done. You did all this to become the host of the tea party? That's right. Oh, but don't be mistaken, Sensei. This isn't about seizing power for the sake of being powerful. I simply want to erase Gehenna from Kavotos, that's all. I'm going to purge Trinity of all the moderates and idealists that agree with Nagi and fill its seats with leaders from Arius. This may very well be the start of a new alliance. We could even hold a new council to commemorate it. That wouldn't be such a bad idea, would it? And then, the newly remade Trinity would declare all-out war on Gehenna. That's the plan. That's enough! Hey, don't scare me like that. I've never heard you raise your voice like that. I guess you weren't a fan of my explanation, huh? That's fine. We can talk it over once more while I've taken care of the matter at hand. Be careful, Sensei. I can tell. She's strong. Thanks for noticing. See, didn't I tell you last time, Sensei? I'm a lot tougher than I look. Alrighty, let's dispose of the Makeup Work Club then. We'll see about that. Do you know what kind of experience I have under my belt?
役に立てるかもございます。いいのです。ありがとうございます。ターゲット確認。これは没収したやつだから。よいしょ。行きますよ。これでもう大丈夫なんです。行くわよ。ターゲット確認。行きますよ。ペロロ様、お願いします。お役に立てるかございます。いいのです。ありがとうございます。ターゲット確認。なんで持ってるのかって。うるさい。まあ当たり前の結果だ。
Jeez, now I get why all anyone ever talks about shells these days. Adults can be so meddlesome. What an unexpected turn of events, but that's alright. With Seiya and Nagi out of the way, I can finally start doing things how I want. I would really appreciate you not interfering further. More reinforcements will be here soon. Do you want to keep going? Mika, it was you? You were the one behind Seiya's attack? Huh? You don't have to look at me with such disdain, you know. But you're right, I was the one who orchestrated Seiya's attack. What other choice did I have? Seiya would prattle on every day about nonsense like paradise and whatnot. Destroying her halo wasn't part of the plan, though. Give me a little credit. I'm not a murderer. I was just going to keep her under lock and key until she graduated. But the raid team, rascals they were, let things get out of hand and went a little too far. Isn't that right, Azusa? You were part of the raid team that killed Seiya, weren't you? Care to clear up this misunderstanding? It's all because of that little mishap that things have gotten out of hand like this. Get it? I can't turn back now because of that. Because of you. Azusa? She isn't serious, right? No. That's not what... Huh? A group of students are breaching from the outside! That's impossible. There shouldn't be any students left on campus who would dare oppose the Tea Party's orders. I can think of one. An independent organization that doesn't bow to the Tea Party or anyone else for that matter. Status report. They're coming up from the cathedral. The Sisterhood? Yeah, it's the Sisterhood. It's the Sisterhood. Way of the World, Part 2. Urawa Hanako. That's right. I did eventually decide to take someone up on their offer and made a pact of my own. A pact? Nothing you need to concern yourself with. Besides, my PC got them finding today. Apologies for barging in like this. We decided to break our customs and involve ourselves with the Tea Party's internal struggle. Masano Mika of the Tea Party, you are under arrest for attempting and instigating harm to your fellow Tea Party members. You must be Uchizumi Sakurako of the Sisterhood. This is my first time finding the Sisterhood. So, is this the trump card you have up your sleeve? Just how did you manage to get them involved, Hanako? I knew you were acquainted with them at one point, just as you were with everyone. What did you offer in return, I wonder? These interlopers wouldn't lift a finger unless they stood to gain something from it. How intriguing, though I do find it annoying to have more pests to exterminate. Sounds to me like you're becoming restless, Mika. I plan to clean out the cathedral when I became host anyway. This just saves me some time. Alright everyone, shall we get started? Do you really intend to keep fighting? It's pointless, Mika. Put down your weapon. That may be true, but I can't simply surrender, not after coming this far. I'll stop at nothing. Oh boy. I got Mari with me too. Ooh.
るといいのですが、これは没収したやつだから。祈りを、そしてオッケー。ポジションを移動する。待ってて、ペドロ様、お願いします。これでもう大丈夫なんです。無駄だ。行きますよ。待ってて。回復完了。喜んでいただけると嬉しいです。私のじゃないから誤解しないで。全ての方に祝福を。ペドロ様の出番です。これでもう大丈夫なんです。待ってて。行きます。役に立てるといいのですが、私のじゃないから誤解しないで。全ての方に祝福を。行きますよ。これもらい大したことじゃないし。
This is truly checkmate. Why? Why like this? The sisterhood didn't flinch even after Seiya's death, yet they decided to get involved now. What a cruel joke. Did I miss something? Overlook an important detail? Or was it because I underestimated you, Hanako? No. Urawa Hanako is exceptional, but ultimately harmless. There was no need to account for her more than I did. Could it have been because of Azusa's betrayal? No, she was only just a puppet. Whether she stayed loyal or not wouldn't have affected the outcome. Perhaps Ifumi? No, she's just a normal girl. And Koharu is a fool, so there was no need to account for her. And why? Why did I lose to something like the Makeup Work Club? Where did it all go wrong? You fucked with Shale. Oh, I see. I will overlook the biggest variable of all. Involving Shale and Sensei was the cause of my downfall. It was only meant to be a precautionary measure. Nagi was making such a fuss about there being a traitor, and I thought it was a good solution. That's when my fate was sealed. What a foolish mistake. I suppose this is where it ends for me. Mika, about Seiya. As I told you, the intent was never to kill Seiya. I may have seemed like a villain, but I'm not that evil. It was an accident. Seiya was weak to start off with, and... Seiya's alive, Mika! We just made it look like she died. She was secretly taken from training and put into hiding as a precaution, since we couldn't find her assailant. Seiya isn't dead? Her wounds haven't completely healed yet, and she remains unconscious. But the head of the Remedial Knights continues to look after her. Captain Mine? Yes, and that person who saved Seiya was probably... Never mind. I think you should ask her yourself. I see. So she's still alive. That's wonderful news. Oh, I thought she was gonna shoot herself. I surrender. You win. Congratulations, Makeup Work Club, Sensei. You've earned it. Now, do whatever you want with me. You understand what the consequences of these actions will be for you, don't you, Azusa? Of course. I hope you don't think Trinity will protect you. You'll be hunted down no matter where you run. Forever. There will never be another peaceful night's sleep. There's no escaping Saori. You already know all too well as someone from Arias. Alt Omina Vanitas. I know. Still, I'll struggle to the bitter end. Until I no longer can. Very well then. Mika. Stop right there, Sensei. Don't say another word. As I said, getting Shale involved was my greatest mistake. And yet... I'll be by your side if you ever need me to be. Hearing you say that made me truly happy. It really did. If I had made different choices, then maybe we... No, never mind. Goodbye, Sensei. Oh, shit. Is it finally over? I think so. Koharu? I nearly passed out there. I'm not surprised. We've been running around all night. Not to mention how late we've been staying up for the last week to study. What are you all so relaxed for? It's not over yet. Huh? Oh. You're right, we still have to take our exam. I forgot about that. It's 7:50 right now. Which means we have just over an hour to get to the testing site. Let's run! Wait, will we make it all the way to the outskirts even if we run? It's a long shot, but we won't know unless we try. Come on, ladies, let's get moving. Don't you have cars? But I can barely move my legs. Wait! Why do things always turn out like this for us? Can't go any further. We made it. We've been expecting you, Makeup Work Club. I have a message from Vice President Hasumi. She says good luck. Well then. Hasumi wished me luck. She's also asked me to pass along how sorry she is for not being able to help this morning and promises to make it up to you. That's interesting. Is everyone ready to go inside? Oh jeez. Let's see how this is gonna go. This is it. The third and final exam. Exactly. Everything is riding on this. You're right. I'm pretty nervous. We've been through so much together. That we have, but there will be no more than enough time to get sentimental after we pass the exam. Exactly. It's time to show how far we've come. Of course, I'm not aiming for anything below a perfect score. Neither am I. Anything less would be wasting everything I've learned from the Zusa. I'm gonna score 100, just watch! Alright, the third evaluation begins now! Oh, well, yeah, that's kind of expected. Oh, wait, no, this is going for the sequences of the tests and mock-ups. There's the final exam results. Naturally. Alright. Yes, you barely passed. All Makeup Work Club members passed. Epilogue. In the end, the Makeup Work Club passed their exam completely on their own merits. Now Koharu can return to the Justice Task Force. Hanako seems to have found a place where she belongs, so she shouldn't have any reason to drop out of school. Azusa has taken the joy of learning. And Hifumi, perhaps the most earnest and hardworking of all of the club, will be able to return to her normal life. Mika has been locked away, maybe never to be seen again. Naga says the eating treaty will be signed as planned. You could say everything has been wrapped up neatly with a little bow. But the story isn't over yet. You still have a responsibility to see it through to the end. Rest assured that no matter how many twists or turns the story takes, it will inevitably descend into catastrophe. Do you see them on the horizon? There are dark clouds coming, dark enough to blot out the sun. They may never clear. That's not ominous at all. It's not over yet. You know that better than anyone, don't you? Prepare yourselves. Oh, who's this? Hiyori? Oh, is it finally starting? It's gonna be painful, right? It's definitely gonna be painful. That's fine. Pain is proof that you're alive. Tsuko? Hime is saying something in sign language. What happened to her? You mean that one girl, Hime? What difference does it make? It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. That's enough. See those dark clouds? It's going to rain soon. Rain? But I don't like rain. It's wet and cold and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Is that supposed to be a throwback to Star Wars? With the whole sand thing with Anakin? I don't like rain. It's rough, coarse, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. That comes to mind because I'm currently watching that Obi-Wan series right now, and that's an exact throwback to that, except without rain, or without, just replace sand with rain. Struggle as much as you like, Azusa, but you can't escape. The truth has been ingrained into your very being, and you will be reminded of it soon enough. It is the prophecy. Oh, that doesn't sound good at all. All is in vain. Life is ultimately empty. We continued in chapter 3. Fuck knows when chapter 3 comes out. No! I think chapter 3 is actually the next set of series. Next set of story to come out for this. Unfortunately, I don't have the roadmap that tells me when it's gonna come out. So, I'll look it up later. That was good though. That was good. I definitely like this better. I don't know, I think I like this better than, I like how this turned out better than, how it turned out with the Foreclosure Task Force. With the game development department, you know, it's still chapter 1. There really wasn't much going for that one, honestly. That one wasn't really good, but maybe the later chapters, whenever those get added, maybe something will happen with those. But I really like this one. I really did. So yeah, that is the end of chapter 2 of Paradise Paradox. So, whenever chapter 3 comes out, we will dive on in, see what happens, because I'm sure things are going to get much, much more exciting. So, I know I still have all the other event stories I have to do as well. I'll eventually get to those, I don't know when. But, yeah. That's gonna be for this. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all in the next episode. Hopefully it's not gonna be weeks from now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Later.